So I know everyone has been seeing the latest episode of Kanye West. He is, a person that's always has something going on. Now, I know a lot of people was focusing on the clip of Kanye West saying that Harriet Tubman only took, the slaves to work for other white people. And so he was saying that she really didn't free them. Now, many people made videos about that. I'm not going to make a video about that, but I will touch on that. At the time period after slavery, or even during the time period of the Underground Railroad, okay, they didn't have any black-owned businesses for them to go work at. They either had to create their own businesses, which a lot of them did, and even definitely during Reconstruction, etc., right? But Harriet Tubman did her thing. Harriet Tubman is one of the people who is our ancestor, and without the work of Harriet Tubman, we wouldn't be where we're at today. And Kanye wouldn't be where he's at today. And, Kanye just get on this, I'm getting so deep. That's kind of like how Kanye is. So when Kanye says certain things, he's at a point, how some people you would say, all right, like that to him, because you kind of certified them. It's like that's they do. They tell you had that old uncle like Kanye just talking and saying, all right, man, okay, I got you. So I'm not going to read too deep into that. Now, some people try to read deep into it, but what I am going to get a little bit more into, which is something that's, been a pattern here with Kanye and those Kardashians. I want to get into that. Now, I'm going to play the clip that I want to focus on, which is when he talked about, the situation with his father and said that his father, wanted his mom to go the route of Planned Parenthood. Okay. And he's going to talk about that. And he's going to talk about an episode about when he got Kim pregnant and, that came up as well. Okay. And after that clip, I'm going to put two together. It's going to be Dave Chappelle. He's actually went out there where Kanye's at. Kanye has a big ranch in Wyoming, right? Actually, it's smart to go to Wyoming because you can get a lot of land for not a lot of money, right? And he go out there to chill with Kanye, to check on Kanye. But let's go ahead and roll those two clips because there's a few things I want to touch on.
My mom saved my life. My dad wanted to abort me. My mom saved my life. There would have been no Kanye West because my dad was too busy.
Make us smile. The world needs some, we need some joy. Some smile, right? Yeah, we need a smile.
Brotherhood is real. Love is real.
Wait a second, I'm still not smiling, bro. I
was trying to think of the punchline.
We need some kind of some joke, something like just something to like lift our spirits.
Shit, I don't know. I'm still on my first cup of coffee, nigga. All right, let me think of a good joke.
Dave, we need you. Don't stop recording, Tony. Keep giving us. We need you, brother. We need you. But nah, get this picture. Come over here. Get this picture. We need you. Just give us one thing to lift our spirits, Dave, please.
Uplifting joke. Now, I don't write them.
Okay, what we gonna do then? That was good right there. That was it. Because the people always be like having these pictures and they do a fake smile on the
Oh, right on.
Alright, let's do the thing. I love you. Thanks for coming out and checking on me, bro.
Anytime, bro.
Thanks for checking on me. Jerome,
I love you,
Kanye. Love you too. Look forward to checking on me. Absolutely.
And I'm going to send you Yasin's number right now and Umi's number.
Alright, praise God.
Yes, sir. Much love, bro.
So, you saw those two clips. it's two things I definitely want to touch on, but let me get on the first clip itself, where Kanye was saying that, he felt that, he could have been responsible for his oldest daughter, North, not being here. But at the end of the day, even if Kanye had said I think we should go on and go the route of Planned Parenthood with this child, he don't have no reproductive rights in America. No man in America could tell a woman to go, have an abortion, and it's going to happen. It's her choice in this country. Men have no reproductive rights. That's for sure. Remember, he said that she, which is Kim, had the pills in her hand, and, that was her choice at the end of the day. Now, she comes out, people saying she's upset, she's furious because North is going to hear that video later in life. Yeah, because videos don't have no age to them anymore, right? So she is going to see that video, and she's definitely going to have some questions for the both of them, so they should be prepared to answer those questions when she see this video. Now, they're saying that Kim is so furious that, she's talking about divorcing Kanye for what he said. Now, I've heard that they haven't been on good terms anyway. Of course, Kris Jenner is just all in the mix, with their personal situation. Let me tell you something about a mother-in-law that's constantly around, a mother-in-law that's in your business all the time. That's a lot of the reason why they have all kind of relationship problems. It's that mother. If that mother would do her thing and manage them from a distance, that's one thing, but she's always around them like that. And that's a problem for any man, period, or woman for that fact. If the mother-in-law is always around and she's a mother-in-law that's kind of being overbearing. Now, of course, Kanye went into, this series of tweets saying that, Kim and a doctor was coming out to Wyoming to try to basically put him in the mental ward. And he said that if something happened to him, well, you know what happened, right? So he went on ahead and cut all that off before it went down. Because, before he had went, into a place like that. And the situation, with Kanye, and you see him, these outbursts and the things he's saying, we don't fully know what's going on. And Hollywood and all that is just an evil environment. It really is. We know all the Jeffrey Epstein things that go on in Hollywood, right? You get what I'm saying? I mean, and they try to cover their tracks as well. See what the situation happened with that federal judge that we reported on our news channel. But remember Dave Chappelle? At one point in time, people saying the same thing about Dave Chappelle. Oh, Dave Chappelle, he's crazy. What is he doing? And you remember after Chappelle's show, he left. He just left Chappelle's show. He went to South Africa, about 2 or 3 years? And, I always tell people all the time, at least for me, going to the African continent, I can clear my head. I can deprocess from America, because America is just this place here, I'm telling you. And then dealing with Hollywood and that wickedness in Hollywood and all the things that go on around there, that's a perfect place for you to deprocess, actually get into some nature, not worry about a whole lot of things, a lot cheaper. So Dave Chappelle went over there, came back, reestablished himself, and he's better off than what he was when he had Chappelle's show. So Dave saw that, man, my brother going through the same thing, kind of like I was going through. Let me go check on him. And so Dave Chappelle flew a private jet over there where he was at to check on Kanye. And what I liked about that second part of the video, as brothers, a lot of times we going through things and we going through things alone. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to have, your brothers around to come around you, to make sure you good, to check up on you. And we need to do that as brothers. Them Kardashians have a history of just draining the energy and sucking the energy out of, and making all the men just really lose their mind for the most part, especially the brothers. You got Kim's history, right? Now, see, me, I'm old school. Kim shouldn't even be married. I'm a firm believer of that. I'm old school to say you don't turn a hoe into a housewife, and you're a dummy if you do. You get what I'm saying? Because she ain't gonna change her ways. Look, ain't no way I could be married to a Kim Kardashian at all. None. Because first and foremost, why you always showing yourself? You got 4 doggone kids. Go sit down somewhere. You done that long enough. Let them young girls get on Instagram and do all that. You should have made your money. And if you want to make money off them girls, well, let them girls advertise your swim line that you got and go sit down somewhere and be a boss. That's how you do it at that age. You don't be up here flaunting yourself at her age, 4 kids and all of that. I mean, seriously, you have your time to go sit down somewhere. But you look at, when she was involved with the other guy she married, Chris Humphries, he got up away from her pretty quick. He was the smart one. You look at Lamar Odom. He was with Chloe. Lamar Odom up here got on drugs. He had the Bunny Ranch. I mean, they don't know what. Lamar Odom just went crazy. Got away from them Kardashians. Got him another wife. Lamar doing fine. He looking back to his old self again. No issues, no problems. Reggie Bush was dating Kim Kardashian. He was smart enough not to marry her. He moved on and got with somebody else too. Kanye, like I said, I was just so shocked that he married. I said, man, that's the biggest simp move ever. Why would you marry Kim Kardashian? Of all females to marry that you have access to in the world. But he had 4 kids with her, fine. That's his life. He can do what he want to do. He say he love his wife or whatever, but he say he's at a point now he's saying he don't want Kris Jenner around his kids. Well, obviously he's seen things with her that he don't like. His best bet, if you really want to stay with her, is to move out the U.S. Because, even if you move out the U.S., that woman going to follow behind because that's part of her money. I mean, she's really not relevant outside of her children. I mean, how long is she going to make money off her children? And then she got Kylie, but Kylie, at least, she's definitely didn't go the route of Kim and all of that. She didn't. I know she got with Travis Scott. I say them women, that group of women are witches. And the reason why I say that is because they changed their appearance and all their appearance is so fake. I mean, I knew what Kylie looked like prior to what she looked like now. And I'm like, how you morph yourself to a whole different person and nobody looks at that like, huh? I mean, you have a child with that chick. You still got them old hard looking jeans, them old square jaw face she had before. I mean, some guys may like her before, whatever. But I'm saying her prior, no. That's why she chopped her face up and done all the things she done to her face. But my thing is this, Kanye, I don't think he's crazy. I really don't think he's crazy. I just think brothers go through things. Like I say, Hollywood could do that to you. You look at what the Tamar Braxton, and we definitely talking about her in these set of videos we're making today. But Hollywood has, look at Robin Williams. His birthday just passed. He had committed suicide. I mean, Hollywood has had take a toll on actors, actresses, etc. There's a lot of evil going on, and they can't say nothing because if they say something, they wind up committing suicide. Some of them, that's not what it was. But let me know what you think about Kanye in his situation. Like I said, I'm glad Dave Chappelle went and checked on him. I like to see brothers, taking accountability and checking, on the other brothers. But if that situation is that toxic, he gonna have to cut his losses, pay his child support, and move on. Because this is the thing. What Kanye said, I was gonna say Dave Chappelle, but what Kanye said about his daughter is the truth. She didn't say he lied. So why you want to divorce him off of a true statement? Get what I'm saying? But so if she want to go, let her go. I promise you, he can be better off. He got a ranch. He can be by himself. He can have his kids. I know you have access to his children. And that's that. If that's what she want to do. And let her stay with her mama. Because for real, I was like, me personally, I couldn't deal with any of that. Of course, I wouldn't marry no Kim Kardashian anyway. I told y'all, once again, I do not believe in turning a hoe into a housewife.